a matter of fact, you took the route to build yourself. Going in that realm, because I know there's something that we were talking about imposter syndrome. Kind of like dives into a little bit of that. Let's talk a little bit of, what was that like to first see it, face it, and then cope with it and challenge it and then overcome it.
Well, it's funny because I didn't realize that's what it was until I read Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, and then I could put a name to it. And then a lot of things started to make sense for me. A lot of things started to fall into place. And it's funny because the position that I'm in now, literally the first workshop that I did was overcoming imposter syndrome. And it was because we were having a brainstorming conversation about a 2-day conference we did at the time. And when the associate dean at the time mentioned it, I said, you know what? I can do that. I can do that workshop. Mind you, never did it before. And I was struggling with it myself. But one of the things that I knew I had to do to overcome it was to face it. So I did my research. I made sure that I put all the information together, came up with a survey, all of those things. So that way, not only could I speak freely about it, but I could also help the students that were in the room. And believe it or not, that was therapy for me. So as I was doing this workshop, little did they know, this was also a form of me healing myself. This was also me talking to that inner critic. This was also me, overcoming that stage fright and overcoming certain things, so that way, instead of like fussing with my hands, I used to do some of these different things they teach you where like if you have your hand in your pocket, you squeeze your thumb or, like just little things like that. So to everyone else, you come off so cool and confident, but deep down inside, I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope they can't see how nervous I am. I hope they don't realize this is the first time I'm doing this workshop. And it's one of my highly requested workshops that I do both at my university and for the public.